All right, I'm Chris in the Z06 here with Dan Martin. We're doing 5 laps in this one. Welcome again to Exotics.
Thank you.
Any questions so far about the racetrack?
Yeah, this is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, it's awesome.
So this one, a lot faster than the last car you drove, the GTR, right? So the GTR. This one's got some more motor to it, so therefore you're gonna have to brake a lot harder with those orange cones because they don't move those cones for you the faster you get, right? So real firm braking there. Keep braking all the way down to that first green cone. That's your turn-in point, right? You just want to ease the wheel into the corner. Don't panic turn. Just ease it in there and ease off the brake at the same time. And then once you're off the brake, very light throttle is going to keep this thing balanced all the way through that turn.
Okay.
So even if you think you're going too fast, that throttle's your friend just a little bit.
Okay.
It'll give you a little bit more grip.
Get the feel of it a little bit.
Right. And
Yeah.
then once you start leaving the turn and you start to unwind the wheel, you start squeezing down on the throttle. Now most cars, if you get on the throttle too hard too soon, they'll whip out from underneath you.
Well, this especially, right?
This one not so much because it knows better. So if that wheel's cranked in there and you go full throttle, it's just not going to give it to you. The problem with that is it's not going to let you have any more throttle until that wheel's straight. So if you could give more and more throttle as you're unwinding the wheel, you'll get more out of it coming out of the turn.
Interesting.
So trying to be smooth, basically, is what I'm trying to say.
Gotcha.
Passing the other guys, just make sure the flasher lights come on. You've seen that already, right? And if you're getting past, I'll let you know. I got the mirrors for you. If anybody does pass you, I have no problem trying to catch up. Pass them right back. We can do that, especially in this thing. Try to get even.
Cool.
Other than that,
exciting.
Try to relax and have fun. That's pretty much all there is to it.
Absolutely.
Ready to go do it?
Yep.
Let's do it. Throw on the brake and then pull this all the way back into manual, M mode. That activates your paddle shifters on the wheel. I'll let you know when to shift. 3rd, 4th, and 5th gear on this car. Very similar to the GTR that you drove.
Okay.
So we'll go straight out of here and down the center lane. Go do some driving. See what you think.
The steering is a whole lot different. Right?
Yeah, it's a lot lighter, isn't it?
Yes.
This has electronic assist. That assist, that wheel could get stiffer or lighter depending on what's happening on the racetrack, depending on what you're doing to the car. There you go. I was going to honk the horn at these guys. That's a bad place to stand right there. We check for that Corvette blazing out of here. Let's see. Yeah, you're good. Right up next to the blue cones. We'll hold short right here. You got 2 guys coming.
And this, the throttle's a little bit, whole different feel than the GTR.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Big difference on this one. This car, this takes a very light touch to everything. Got a lot of throttle response in this car. Nothing like a supercharged V8. You know?
Yeah, no kidding.
All right, you're good to go. Follow that guy. And then upshift here. And then upshift one more time, and you're all set. You're aiming for that green cone ahead of that Ferrari up there. Just go straight to it. And I like to aim just left of it. No brakes this time, just a little bit of throttle. Keep it in there tight. Now as you unwind the wheel, you can squeeze down the throttle, and you can go as fast as you want down the straight. Upshift here. Upshift again. Let's keep going. Now brake, really firm, downshift, and downshift again. Ease off the brakes, back on the throttle slightly, keeping it balanced all the way through here. Just a little bit more throttle. As you unwind the wheel, you can squeeze down the throttle fast as you want. Brake here, straight line braking to the green. Ease that wheel in there as you ease off the brakes and a little bit of throttle, keeping it balanced. Far right side of the track. And then normally you brake here, be okay, just turn it in there real tight. Now as you unwind the wheel a little bit, squeeze down the throttle, looking for that green cone up ahead. Then brake straight at it. Try to get close to this one. This is a late apex turn. Turn it in there, slight throttle. We're gonna pick on this Ferrari. Let's get him. Unwind the wheel to the outside of the track. Fast as you want. And then brake hard, turn it in, back on the throttle a little bit. There you go. And now brake again, aim for the green. Ease off the brakes as you turn. Keeping her balanced, I like it. Unwind the wheel a little bit and start going. You got it, fast as you want. Up again. Brake here, real firm, downshift. Down again and just past the green, ease off the brakes and turn it second green down there. That's your apex. That might help you a little bit. Unwind the wheel and squeeze down the throttle. Upshift here. Brake really firm. Down one. Ease that wheel in there and ease off the brakes. How do you like this thing?
This thing is pretty good. Amazing.
Pretty good, huh? It's got some power to it.
Woo. Yeah, it does.
Brake, ease it left, slight throttle. Keep that wheel in there. Now unwind the wheel a little bit. Use up all that track out there, all the way to the green. Then brake straight at it. There you go. Ease the wheel tight. A little tighter, a little tighter. There you go. Unwind a little now and start squeezing down the throttle. Right side. slight throttle right away, just a little bit. That gives it grip. There you go, now brake again, aim for the green. Ease off the brakes as you turn. Getting pretty good, I like it. Unwind the wheel a little bit and add some throttle. Go for it, fast as you want. Upshift here. Up again. Right here, real firm, downshift. One more down, just past the green. Ease off the brakes as you turn. On that red paint where the second green cone is. A little more throttle now as you start to unwind the wheel. You got it, go for it. Upshift here. Brake, really firm. Down one, ease it in. No brakes, just hope for the best. There you go, far right side. Good brake. Ease it in there, tight. Now straighten her up a little bit. There you go. Use up all that track, beautiful. Now brake, real firm, and to the green, right up next to it. Ease it in there now, real tight now. Pretty good, I like it. Unwind a little bit and add some throttle, far right side. Then brake, ease it in. Back to the throttle a little bit. Squeeze down the throttle and now brake, aim for the green. Ease off the brakes, back to the throttle slightly. Keep it in there tight. There you go. Now you can unwind and start squeezing down. Go for it. Getting pretty good. I like this. Upshift here. Up again. Brake here, real firm, downshift. Down again, just past the green, ease it in there. Try to look down that straightaway. There you go, unwinding the wheel, squeezing down the throttle. Fast as you can go. Up here. Brake, really firm. A little harder, down, stern, good. You turn it in, a little bit of throttle, a little bit. There you go. So remember, the faster you get, the harder you gotta brake. You're doing good though. Brake, ease it left, slight throttle right away, just a little bit. There you go. Straighten the wheel up a little bit, add some throttle. A little bit more throttle. Now brake, aim for the green. Ease it in there, slight throttle. All the way down to that apex. Now as you unwind, you can increase the throttle, squeezing it down, right side. Then brake, ease it left, back on the throttle a little bit more, a little bit more. Now brake, aim for the green. Ease off the brakes as you turn, looking down that straightaway, a little bit of throttle. Unwind slightly and add some throttle. Let's get this guy, go for it, fast as you can. Upshift here. Up again. Brake here, downshift. Down again. Ease off the brakes, back on the throttle a little bit. Try to look down that way. A little bit more throttle. Unwinding, squeezing down the throttle, go for it. Upshift here. Brake, really firm. A little harder, harder, harder. Downshift, turn, ease off the brakes, balance right away. Throttle through here, throttle. There you go. Easy brake. Ease it in, tight. A little bit of throttle. It's gonna slide. There you go. That throttle saves it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
And then brake, real firm. We'll back it down on this one. We'll stay wide. We'll exit up here at the top, just past that yellow cone.
All right.
What do you think?
Woo, this is amazing.
Pretty good, huh? So without throttle, it just starts coming around on you. That throttle will put weight on the rear end, and that'll keep it from getting around.
Oh, okay.
That's what you're feeling there. It's just
It's
a
almost
little bit out of
counterintuitive. Like, oh, I did slow down, but then
Right.
you don't have the grip. Right.
It already
So-
feels too fast, right?
Yeah.
So it feels wrong to add that throttle. But the throttle is going to save it. It really will. And your own car will behave that way too, if you drove it fast enough.
Yeah. Which
Doesn't matter if it's a Prius, pickup truck, whatever. What kind of car you got?
I drive a truck.
Okay.
Yeah, GMC Sierra.
Okay, perfect. It needs balance through a turn.
In the right spot here.
Yeah,
Okay.
around this way.
This car's impressive.
It is. It's quick.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
I'm going to park here where he has that vent setting up for us. Just pull right up to it. Straight in, and then right about there. Perfect. And just crank that wheel for me all the way to the right. That'll ventilate the radiator a little bit. That's all there is to it. You can take your foot off the brake. Should be okay.
Wow.
Pretty good. Thanks for coming out today.
Incredible. Yeah. Thank you very
So your next
much.
car is going to be GT3 and then Huracan, right?
Yes.
Okay, so GT3 and Huracan. Notice how this car needs throttle through the turns, right? Just a little bit. Those cars is a little more amplified. Those cars are quicker than this through the turns. The problem with that is you start getting in the corner, it's like, whoa, that's way too fast. Your first instinct is the lift. That's when everything goes to bad, right?
Okay.
So keep your foot on the throttle very lightly all the way through the turn.
Okay.
That keeps it from sliding, even when it feels wrong. That throttle's going to save you,
That's the
especially
mental
in these
part
two
you
cars.
have to work on.
The Huracan, it's really critical in the Huracan. It just has a whole bunch of power, very much like this one. And it's all-wheel drive, that helps, but it just has so much horsepower that's very touchy on the throttle. So anything you do to the throttle is going to affect its balance,
Okay.
affect traction. GT3, same thing. It could take quite a bit of throttle on that thing, getting it through the apex of the corner, more than you would think, to keep that rear end planted. As soon as you lift, it's sliding big time. So just be ready for that. If you brake hard enough, it's easier to do.
Yeah.
It's going to braking hard enough. Not only does that slow you down for the turn, but it puts weight on the front of the car. That's what's helping it turn in. Now you got to get that weight back on the rear end before the apex to keep it sticking.
Great.
You did good, man. That was fun.
Thanks.